Well, good morning, everybody. This is Dear Mama Sal, and it's a beautiful Wednesday morning. It's 18 degrees already here in British Columbia, which converts through to about 64 in northern Washington State, if you happen to want to get a sort of comparison. It is blissful. In the words of the song, it's a bright, bright, sunshiny day. So let's take sunshine as our word for the day. And by the way, for those of you who watched the vlog that I put up yesterday, where the word was missing, and if you find the word, let me know. I literally did have a word for the day, and it was somewhere. It was somewhere in that video. And I know it wasn't right at the beginning. It was sort of maybe 5 or 10 minutes in, because I remember doing it. And then, do you think I could find it? I listened to the thing, and I'm going, I must have said it somewhere. So if anybody identified the word of the day, let me know, and I will change the title accordingly. But you know, I just thought about it. I thought, yeah, I'm just going to put that the word is missing, because that's the truth. It is a sunshiny day, and I've decided that today is going to be a sunshiny day for me on all sorts of levels. One of the fun things that we get to do in life is we actually get to make people smile. I've got a couple of colleagues in my office that really like ambrosia salad. You know, that's the sort of marshmallow and mandarin orange type thing. Very, very tasty if you happen to have sweet tooth. And why they call it a salad, I'll never know, but it is called a salad. And so last night on my way home, I picked up some. And I'm going to give it to everybody. Today, which will bring a smile to their face, which is what life's all about. And I saw a really nice quote in the last couple of days. Sorry, I left my proper coffee mug at home, not at home, at work. So I've got my sort of standby one of these. But the only thing is, even when I put it in the coffee holder, it falls over because the base of it is too small. Anyway, I really like my one I can put up on my dash. I've got to find another one of those. Not got to. I want to find another one of those. I may need to go to a filling station type place. Petrol station. Gas station. There. What am I talking about? The Brits would have liked that. You see, even after a quarter of a century, I'm still... It's more than a quarter of a century. What am I talking about? Even after 40 years, I still occasionally say petrol instead of gas. Who would have believed that? So for my British viewers, it's amazing how those words stick. Anyway, so we get to make our days happy and other people's days happy if we choose to. And it's my choice today to bring some smiles. It's really cute because it doesn't take much, does it, really, when you think about it? And one person has been pushing me to bring in some ambrosia salad for the longest time. Now, you know, they all go to the same store as I do. They can all get it as quickly as I can. But, you know, it's a thing. Every day they ask me, did I bring in the ambrosia salad? And I don't know, it's really cute. And so today I am. I'll let you know how that went. I'm delighted that so many of you actually enjoyed the the watermelon challenge. I was absolutely delighted that I thought to try that. I don't know why, it made sense to me that if that gizmo could go through pineapple, it sure as heck should be able to go through watermelon. And it did such a good job that I'm going, wow, that'd be a really nice thing to take to somebody, you know, if you're going to a potluck type thing. Very easy to do. You know, do a couple of watermelons and a couple of pineapples, and something says, you know, just stick a umbrella in it, and of course, Manon, for you, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking fill it up with fruit and then vodka and then drink it. Or what about vodka and orange juice? And stick a straw in it. Pink straw, of course, for Manon. So, yeah, I can just see it now. Well, I've got one more day before I'm on vacation for a week, so that is very exciting for me. Very exciting indeed, because I really am feeling just a tad tired. I'm not quite sure why. Now the trick is, can I actually do all that I want to do during my vacation? And the reason I say that, it's a really good idea not to be. You know, what some people do is frightening. This woman just came from the other side of the street from a gas station and got halfway across the road, not even halfway, you know, just got so that her car was broadside to the oncoming traffic and stopped. So I stopped to give her plenty of room to get in, and she just stayed there. People. Scary. So I'm really looking forward to this few days off, I must say. I understand it may start raining, of course. But even if it does, that's okay. What my concern is that I've got a lot of things I'd like to accomplish. Number one is my plan had been to take the trailer away and sit somewhere and finish inputting my book. That had been my wish. Unfortunately, the sewer back up again took away my holiday money. That was an unexpected expense that I needed to cover. When I say my, you know, I look at it now and say, can I justify taking the trailer? And part of me goes, no. And the question is, can I stay at home and not do too many home type things? And that's always a challenge. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. It's like if you have a staycation, will I rest properly? Will I go and enjoy things? I don't know. It'll take discipline. The good news is, on this sunshiny day, that still haven't missed a day of the 10-minute challenge to do exercise. And I thought I'd just give you a bit of feedback on what that's like for me now. It's been, I would think, 3 weeks, must be, that I've been doing just 10 minutes. And I really have to say that 10 minutes is very, very difficult to resist. And I really challenge all of you who know you need to be doing this to just commit to doing 10 minutes. And every time your mind says, yeah, but I'll do it after or whatever, go, if Sal can do it, I can do it. And just get your bodies moving. I don't care what your issue is. I don't care what you do. I really recommend that you just understand that anything above what you normally do is going to help your muscles. And especially for those of us who are over 50, say, that, we really need to keep using those muscles. And I was horrified at the lack of muscle tone that I had. And I guess the big warning sign as well for me was when I nearly got stuck in that bathtub in Seattle, because my upper body strength was so bad. And I really want to thank Nana for that. I don't know if I mentioned it before, but Nana gave me a great hint. And her hint was, if you're in that situation, roll over, if you can, roll over onto your stomach, and then sort of get into what I call the doggy position, where you're on your knees and your hands, and get up from there. Brilliant idea. And one I will remember. And she learned that for a time when her one arm wasn't working too well. You remember when she hurt her shoulder. So just a great, great idea. And so I look at the 10 minutes and I go, wow, what have I noticed when I go out for my walk? When I go out for my walk, the 10 minutes seems to go by more quickly than it did in some ways. I am amazed how far I can get in those 10 minutes. I'm now at a stage where I'm getting just about halfway around the block in 10 minutes, maybe more than. And that's a good thing. That's a very good thing. At the weekend, I think I managed it in under 15, the whole block. So that was very good. It depends which way I go. One way there is a slight, well, quite a, not a huge hill at all, just a slight hill. And so if I go the way where I'm walking down that hill, walking down it rather than walking up it, it takes slightly less time. So what I will do is this weekend I will walk it the other way and see what my best time is walking the other way. So what have I noticed in my legs? I've noticed that my Achilles heels are stretching better. They're not as painful. I'm noticing that my calves must be getting better, because that was a dead something in the road, and I certainly didn't want to be riding over that. Yeah, so my calves are better. So now what I'm feeling stretching is my upper calves. I'm not sure what they are. I'd have to have a look at that. In other words, sort of from halfway up my leg to my knee, back of my... And that's what's starting to stretch now. What I'm doing in those 10 minutes is I'm actually not trying to walk faster per se. What I'm working on is stretching out the size of the stride slightly. because if I do that, then I'm using different muscles. You know, I'm stretching it just that much more or whatever. So, and that is, I think, why my time has improved, because I'm physically taking in more distance per stride. Not a whole, it might be inches, but you understand, you add up enough of those. Wanted to give a shout out to Angela. She told us that she did 10,000 steps yesterday, or the day before. No, it would have been yesterday. 10,000 steps. Now, for those of you who are thinking, how the heck did she ever manage to do that? She's obviously got a pedometer. That's one of those doodads that you stick on your body. Normally, you put it on your ankle, but you can also put one on your hand, I believe. And you put it on your body, and it measures how many steps you take. And the idea is, if you can, excuse me, if you can put in 10,000 steps a day, you're going to be fairly healthy. And that's, again, going back to what I was saying on one of the Facebook comments, which was, don't get tied into the fact you've got to do exercise. Because some of us just have a mental block about the word exercise. You know, if you want to start repainting the house, that's exercise. You are bending and stretching and doing stuff. As I found out, lifting boxes and rearranging a room, for example, like I'm thinking about redoing my garage so I can actually walk in there. That is exercise. And what amazed me is the amount of calories burned lifting up boxes and moving them around, which is what my garage is about to a large extent, is almost as much as using my total gym. It's more than walking, because you're using a lot more muscles. Now, what I haven't looked at is how much more exercise is it to add alpine poles to regular walking. You know what I mean? It's like skiing but without the snow. And I have a feeling that by adding alpine poles, the amount of calories you burn will be significantly more, just by virtue of the fact is you are really using all those upper body muscles as well. So I must have a look at that today or sometime over the next week. Good idea. I definitely am looking forward to today. Working really hard at keeping a nice pace. Don't want to overstress myself. I have just today and tomorrow, and then I'm on vacation. So the trick is to try and get everything cleared up so that while I'm away, everything's easy for everybody else. And I hope whoever they're going for, it's obviously a fire engine there, I hope that they're okay. So bring some sunshine into your day today. I'm not sure how you're going to do it. Maybe you'll surprise yourself by going out and getting some exercise. Maybe you'll pick up the phone and book that mammogram. Do something to make you smile. And whatever you do today, here's my challenge to you. I'd like you to be aware of how little it takes to make somebody else smile. It might be as simple as saying, gee, you're looking good today, while you're on the phone. It's amazing how many people go, what? How can you tell? Or another one of my favorites is, I wonder if I could ask you a really important question. And I do it with a very serious face, and they do, yeah. And they go, would a smile be totally out of the question? And it's amazing how people react to that. So your challenge for the day is to bring smiles to other people. Brighten their day. And it doesn't have to be just your friends. and colleagues. It can be absolutely anybody. I always think that, I'm inclined to smile in the car. Well, when I was just about to, I don't know if you noticed, but when I was just about to start the broadcast, I was smiling. And there was a guy on one of those ride-on mowers, a really cute-looking 20-year-old type. And I was smiling away. And he smiled back and nodded, and I thought, yep, he thought I was smiling at him. That's okay. I'm delighted that he thought I was smiling at him. Why do I always manage to pick the roads where they're redoing the road? I'm very good at that, you know. I've sort of noticed I do it all the time. It takes talent. So give yourself a point for each person that you can make smile. For those of you who choose to, give us some feedback on how it went. But most of all, if you smile at others, you understand you'll be relaxing your body. Because there's no doubt about it, when you smile, it does you good. So for those of you who are feeling a bit down today, and I know that some of you are on the network, do yourself a favor. And if it's possible, just get out, and even if it's 5 minutes, get out and just get some fresh air. Get out and find some nature. I don't care if you just get out and go and sit under a tree somewhere.